So I'm getting it on my...
Hello, welcome to the Gaming Face Punch podcast. I've got Nigel with me. Nigel's a little sleepy at the moment, so if you want to insult him in the chat, please do. Even if you're not watching the live one, still insult him in the chat, just so that you've been watching. How are we doing, Nigel, apart from needing a bit of pick-me-up?
What I need is some fantastic gaming news. What have we got today?
Fantastic. I've got gaming news. I don't know if it's fantastic, but we have got some interesting things. We've got some bits with Oculus, Fat Cats, Marvel Avengers. I'm going to react to Aliens Fireteam because there's a new trailer to come out. I haven't seen any of it, so I figured, hey, that'd be good for a reaction. And some news about Dead Space. So, without further ado, let's get on into the gaming news. Right, so developer pulls out of Facebook's in-headset VR ad trial. Resolution Gaming is the first developer to sign up to test Facebook's new plan for in-headset VR ads. That sounds fantastic. Has pulled out. It's pulled its game Blast on out of the trial. The move followed a huge backlash over the idea of ads appearing in-game using Facebook's Oculus Quest VR headset. Blast On was down to as the first game to test the idea, with others due in the coming weeks. Now, an update from the game's official Twitter account states that Blast On isn't best fit for that type of advertising test, and the trial has been cancelled. Wow, what a shit idea! Sorry, I can't put it any other way. It's an absolutely terrible idea.
Can you imagine playing a game and then an advert pops up in the middle of playing the game and you're sitting there going, remove the ad. How do I get rid of the, where's the X? I cannot think of anything worse in gaming.
Yeah, the worst thing is it's Facebook too. So the only other company I can think of is poor in regards to doing their consumers right, shall we say, is Facebook, and it's not very good. It reminds me. Have you seen Ready Player One, the film?
Yeah. Okay.
The bad guy's idea was to put fucking ads all over the screens when they took control of the Oasis. It's that. Okay.
Yeah.
It's that. It's the creepy cyborg Android person who runs Facebook, and the Stooges thinks that's a great idea.
Okay. I don't get how we can make more money. We can put adverts directly in front of people's eyes, and they can't avoid it. It literally will go like that and cover their fucking screen when they're watching a game or playing a game.
It's annoying. It's annoying because it sounds like you've bought the game, you've bought the headset, and then you get adverts thrown in. F off.
Yeah. If anything, I think people will get put off the Oculus. They will. They'll probably sell the Oculus. They won't use it anymore. I know if I had an Oculus and Facebook was about to do that, and then they implemented it, my Oculus would immediately get put on the marketplace because I don't want to pay for a game and then get served ads while playing a game.
Now, apparently 2K were doing this with the NBA 2K, whatever it's 20, where they were putting adverts in it. And the sneaky bastards, patched it in after all the reviews went out.
Oh, of course I have.
Yeah.
Of course I did.
So not only does 2K want to not tell you about games and talk about diversity and inclusion, they would rather sneaking adverts and stuff. It's weird. These people who go on harp on about these things usually are the worst, and they're covering shit up. But hopefully there'll be big enough backlash that they won't do it. I understand if it's a free to play game. I understand if you do like what's it called when James Bond does like the Aston Martin and the phone and shit in the James Bond film, product placement. I can understand if it was product placement within a game. Yeah, so if it was like kind of like Monster Energy drink in, say, Death Stranding, yeah, that kind of makes a bit more sense, even though I don't know how you construct Monster Energy drink in a post-apocalyptic world where dying has dire consequences. But hey, people have got to get their caffeine fix, I suppose. All right, we'll leave that one and we'll move on to our next one. And people wonder why the Dreamcast never took off. All right, I have two stories here because I saw one and then I saw the other. All right, so this is one from about EA. Yeah, so it's EA proposes substantial pay cut for executives. Sounds like a great idea to me. It's proposed that CEO Andrew Wilson will be awarded, wait for it, Nige, $18 million. Or £12.8 million for his 2022 financial year, which is 60%, 60% of which is performance based. That's a staggering 40% pay in comparison to the 30 million, 21.4 billion pounds equity awarded for 2021. So, yeah, that's great. This comes on after last year's stay on pay vote unearthed by a dissenting. Sorry. What the hell's that? Anyway, this people who didn't like shareholders who didn't like the fact they were getting paid so much went no. The vote saw 170.8 million votes against the company's pay plan versus 59.6 million votes in support of it. So literally it went to the shareholders, hey, should I get more money? And they went, no, go away.
What I don't understand, out of that, 59.6 million people went, yeah, you deserve more money, mate.
I don't know if it's 56.9 or it's each one of these votes is for each share that you control. Yeah, so that might be the shares that he owns.
It could be. Yeah, he owns.
You can look at the show and go, oh, I deserve more money. So it says all my 6.8 million voters or whatever. Yeah. It's a little gross, shall we say? Considering, well, actually saying that EA is not as bad as the next story. So I'm going to just jump straight into the next story because these two are connected. Because the boiler on the anus of humanity, a guy called Bobby Kotick or Richard Kotick or Robert Kotick, sorry. Shareholders approved $155 million pay package for Activision Blizzard Incorporated's chief executive Bobby Kotick Monday by 54% vote margin after the company took a rare move and delaying the vote for the executive compensation by a week. The maker of popular video games such as World of Warcraft, Call of Duty faced campaign from investor group against the CEO's payouts, saying that the company had not addressed its concerns from prior years. The investors criticized Activision Blizzard for extending Kotick's employment contract through to 2023 at a time period where they say that it's too short. It's too short and meaningful to reduce his pay. That doesn't make any sense. Thanks, New York Post.
Yeah, proofreading.
Yeah. Well, anyway, might be because I'm tired. I've had a fucking busy week. So yeah, $155 million. Yeah. So this is a guy who cut a load of jobs. What? He doesn't need $155 million. This guy keeps lining his pockets every time. I would fucking out him. I'd say, what are you doing lining your pockets, mate? This stuff will run itself. Yeah, I could get any executive anywhere to pretty much do your job, and I don't have to pay him as much. I could pay him 15 million, and we'd be better off.
Shit,
probably have a better public image too.
Give me the job, and I'll take 500,000. I'll do. Yeah. I won't cut jobs. That money that would have gone to him could employ a fucking ton of people.
Yeah, and it could go into products to make even more money if you're clever about it, rather than the shit. But I just wanted to show you. It's weird. EA out of these two companies seems to come better off because I know that's strange. That's so strange. The EA, the worst company in America, I think 3 years in a row.
Yeah,
comes off better than Activision. I find that absolutely barking crazy that someone somewhere can be like that.
Well, it's because the shareholders went nope for EA, but then on this one, Activision just went, it's not a shareholder thing, is it? So he just went, oh, I'm having more money, and I went, oh, are you? Okay, what can we do about it?
They still vote.
It's shareholders.
Yeah, shareholders. The problem is, I reckon that, as I said with the other one, that maybe each vote represents a share.
Yeah.
And if he's been paying himself all these years, he's probably bought shares in the company. So naturally, he can stack it and go, that 4% is probably him voting. He's voting for himself. Yeah, I think I deserve a pay rise. Why wouldn't I have a pay rise? I'm amazing.
I love me.
That's my next ploy to get pay rise when I see my boss. So I'll have my review and it'll come up and it goes, oh, actually, because I'm amazing. I'm just amazing. Look, this shit happened. Yeah, anyway.
If you didn't have me, so where would you be?
Yeah, where would you be? So yeah, this is not good. So hang on a second. Hello, Babster.
Oh,
hello, Mrs. It's all right. I was just wondering where these people dropped in. All right, so let's move on to the next one.
There, that way.
Yeah. Anyway, where were we? Next story. Now I develop software, and I'm crap at it. I'm not scared of saying I'm crap at it. But even I know that showing your IP address online is bad. So Marvel's Avengers patch their game so when you go online, shows your bloody IP address. Let's just stop another round of applause. Well done. No one likes your game, and you've just killed your audience, shall we say?
And
for
the people
it.
who were playing are now getting doxxed.
Oh, yeah. So there's the Crystal Dynamics, the Tomb Raider sort of people who did the latest one. So Crystal Dynamics really commented on this, but only said a string of text with no mention of IP. So I think they just said they were aware of the issue, blah, blah, blah. I think the guy's got an image here, which is terrible for people listening.
That image there, just down the bottom where they've...
There we go. So this is the guy's taking a picture for the guys listening on the podcast, yeah. And at the bottom of the screen, it's got his character. I imagine, it's his IP, his username, and maybe his location.
Could well be.
Could well be. It's not good. Not good. Marvel's Avengers Twitter replied saying, "Hey, we're currently testing a solution. Testing a solution to the issue of personal information, including players' IP address and username, being displayed on the bottom screen on PS5s, and plan to have a hotfix deployed tomorrow around about 8 p.m. I have no idea if this has happened yet. What's it? They should have already done it, but there's no story saying they fixed it. So, oh well.
No update.
So, yeah, that's no update there. No hotfix. But then again, if it's all working, everyone's playing fine, everything's all right. It's one of those things. I don't. Do people not test these things? I'm testing software all this week and all next week.
You would have thought if you're going to create a patch, you would test the patch before it goes out to everybody. Is that what they do? They test it.
I imagine they do that. But saying that, my software testing this week is going. Everything's just going down the fucking toilet. So I can believe that it didn't go their way. But then again, who that idiot? ID tag, include IP, include username. Put that stuff. I don't know.
I can't.
But again, it's a crap game, so we don't have to worry about it. My advice: play Spider-Man on the PS4/PS5 because it's awesome.
Yeah.
If you want a decent game like that, right? I've been waiting all day to do this, so let's just press the button and then we'll get to the next story. Ooh. Right, so Aliens Fireteam released a trailer today. I have not seen any of this. I'm excited. I hope you're excited, Nigel. Swatch.
I haven't seen it either.
It's only a minute thing. I'm going to put sound on. It'll probably get something that gets copyright strike, but let's go for it anyway. Right, I'm buying it. Next story. No, that's a lie. I'm a big Aliens fan. I love Aliens. I've loved it since I was a kid.
You're going to have to tell me because you know a little bit more about aliens and stuff. Is there typically that many of the aliens swarming everywhere? I thought it was facehuggery thingies that are swarming everywhere, right?
No, it depends. It depends what film. The first film just focused on a lone creature, and then the second one just said, "What happens if there was millions of them?"
Okay.
and then everyone's kind of got. They all got kind of hung up on the idea of what if there were millions of them, and that's why all the Sega games failed, and they had to bring in Creative Assembly to do Alien Isolation. But just have a quick look at this, yeah. So, this is weird because this planet looks like the planet out of Alien Covenant. Yeah, probably not seen that film. I've seen a film. People think it's rubbish. I think it's okay. I think it's Frankenstein's monster, but it just happens to have aliens in it. And what looks like Sevastopol Station from Alien Isolation down here in the bottom corner.
Oh, okay.
So you kind of. So that's confused the crap out of me to start with. I don't know if that's the case here. Look, that's the thing with Sevastopol Station, because Sevastopol Station is like 3 big towers, but it doesn't look so 3 big towers in this one.
Looks like 2.
Close. Yeah. So we got the Endeavour, which looks like a Sulaco class kind of ship. So we go through it a bit further, and you got kind of look like they've been mining and excavating. Now this could be. There's another planet in the Aliens universe that has aliens, and it features in 2 of the stories. What is it called? It's not Acheron. It was from a book called Sea of Sorrows, which I went through, and another one called Out of the Shadows. What was the planet in Out of the Shadows? Oh, I had to Google this. Sorry, I'm live Googling.
Googling intensifies. Get G
Goes
on it.
out of the shadows. The thing is LV178. So out of the shadows. I think this might be LV1478 because it would work. Because what it is in LV1 on LV1478, you had miners there. Yeah, they dug down. They found a giant ship which is bigger than the one in Alien. Because naturally you have to do that when telling stories.
Yeah,
it was full of eggs. Got the miners. The miners then tried to escape to their orbital ship, which is called the Marion, which is a deep, kind of deep space mining vessel. And they locked them away in their ship while it was docked for a couple of weeks. Quite a good story, I thought, apart from the ending. But it was quite obvious what they're going to do with the ending when they got there. So this might be LV1478. So you might have this. It's the facility goes down about like 8 miles. I'm talking bollocks, but I'm hoping it makes sense. Goes down about 1.87 miles. So I'm hoping that this is the thingy. So you got some aliens here. Blah, blah, blah. Right, so let's go. So the first thing is you get the regular aliens, the normal xenomorphs, and they all climb around. And this is the weird thing here. See, this is the bit that made me go, is that the planet in Alien Covenant? Because actually, hang on a fucking second. I just realized something, yeah? Sorry, go back to the beginning here. Where's the ship? That might be the Marion, because they never describe what it looks like. They describe it as being bloody big, because it takes 24 minutes to run from one end of it to the other.
Yeah. Big.
So if you're, so that's a big ass ship. So this could be LV178. Anyway, stupid designations. But there, as I said, there's a settlement underneath. They found aliens. They found evidence of aliens and alien life, which was different from theirs. But they were like dog. They described them as dog creatures. So where is it? So we get the first. So we get to see them there. All the kind of, because it is an underground city. Where we got. So we got the Fireteam here. So all right, nerd here. This costume here. Sorry for the guys listening. This costume here is like one from the comics. It's like a special acid-proof costume, so you can shoot the aliens and not get acid splashed back. I'm hoping that that's the case. That this is what it is. So you can have like an acid-proof.
They're saying you can customize your armor and things.
Yeah. So you have like ceramic plates on this. So this is what I found worrying is you've got these kind of lime green ones which remind me of the aliens from Aliens Colonial Marines, which the game was crap. So that's a little worrying that they're in there. And then you got aliens running around, and then you got the space jockey kind of telescope set up there that was in Prometheus and in Alien. And then you just got them running and getting attacked and everything, and they're crawling the walls. I think that ship is the Marion. I think that's the Marion. I think they might be doing the LV178 story out of the shadows. So the miners dig up the aliens. All hell breaks loose. Some of them get on board the ship, so you get a fight on the ship, and then you get to go and explore the mine underneath. And it does. It's Gears of War aliens. That's what it is. It is, isn't it? Look at it. It's Gears of War aliens.
Yeah, over the shoulder shooting. Gears of War.
And then you've got what looks like a weird neomorph sort of thing from Alien Covenant. So you've got the weird kind of gelatinous one, shall we say. And then you've got glowing queen alien or alpha.
Could be.
Alien.
It does stand out as being the bigger one. Or the big bad.
Yeah, it's quite a big bastard. I'm worried about that. So, this looks. It's made me think. It's made me think a lot about this. I'm hoping it is the Marion that you're seeing in orbit there, and that's that story. I like that story. I'm really kind of. I think it's like Halo 4. I'm the only one who seems to like it. That's my thing. So my thing is it's like Halo 4. I'm the only one who seems to like it, but it looks cool, and I'm excited for it because I is a very big nerd, shall we say? All right, so let's genuinely move on to our next story. I need to cut that. Right, okay. So, Dead Space game is reporting. A new Dead Space game is reportedly reimagining the originals. I have no idea. Part of me thinks open world. I hear that, and it's like they're just going open world, aren't they? Here's Dead Space, open world, and then you've got to kind of like Metroid style, go fix something, so you can then go and fix something else, so you can then progress through the spaceship if they bother with the USG Ishimura. We recently reported on rumors hinting at a return for the Dead Space series, likely on the PS4 and Xbox X series. And since then, more details have emerged in new reports. As suggested by Gamer Sutra, a next gen entry in the survival franchise will be reimagining the original Dead Space games rather than a direct sequel, with developer EA developer EA planning to officially reveal the new title during EA Play Live on the 22nd of July. The news follows earlier hints at the game's existence from GameSpeak's Jeff Grubb, who claimed on the Outlet podcast that EA's Motive Studio, the studio behind Star Wars Squadron, is currently working on a dormant EA IP. Both Eurogamer and VGC have also said that the information aligns with their sources. Dun dun dun! I need a hamster. Then you have the hamster, the surprise hamster that goes. I need that for this kind of story. Yeah, that's good. I would like it. Right. Oh, right. Perhaps they said play Dead Space 3, so I played Dead Space 3. I'm still playing. I still have got to go back to Castlevania. And he said it's not as bad as you remember it. And it's like, it's not the fact that the game was bad. It was the fact that the game wasn't scary. And that was the thing that made Dead Space work. The first Dead Space was dead scary. And the second Dead Space was a bit more action orientated, not as scary, but it still worked. So it's a little frustrating that. So I'm hoping they'll do it. I'm worried that it's going to be first person or open world. And that's the bit, when I hear that reimagining, it's open world, maybe microtransactions. Because I think, you had microtransactions in the third one where you could buy the little units to help upgrade your weapons. On the bright side, it wasn't as intrusive as you thought it'd be. And it was only for really lazy gamers to go, fuck it, I'll pay a tenner and I'll get the upgrades on that weapon, so I don't have to go and fucking search for it. Which, okay, you monetize laziness. That's pretty much every convenience ever. So pizza, car washing, dishwashers, anyone who's ever done that, okay, I get that. But I don't know. Did you ever play Dead Space?
I think I gave the first one a try, and it's not really my sort of game. I didn't really get on with it.
I remember seeing the trailer at E3, and they did the Twinkle Twinkle Star presentation on it, and I saw it, and I saw it with my brother, and we both went, because we watched the presentation and went, that's gonna be fucking awesome if it matches up to what they were showing off. Let me see if I can find it so you can get a feel for it. And I played the first game, and the first game had my heart racing. It's great. I loved it. I like a good scare. There's bad scares and good scares, and Dead Space was good scare. It was something that kept you on your toes. Yeah, very conscious of your surroundings and the fact that you couldn't kill these bloody things. Yeah, because they're all dead. Yeah, so necromorphs. Morph. Yeah. So you had to do the strategic dismemberment. That's what I kind of forgot in the third one with the strategic dismemberment. And then the second one came.
You could swap the gun from shooting that way to that way, couldn't you? So you could shoot
you could cut them.
Yes,
so you could shoot the arm off or shoot the leg. Yes. Bloody good. Great fun. You really felt that you're on your own. And there was this, that you were finding evidence of another guy who was trying to fix the ship so it wouldn't disintegrate and you wouldn't suffocate to death. So you're following around and you're fixing stuff because you're an engineer, and there's this other engineer fixing stuff and he gets killed and you feel really bad because it's like, that could have been me. That was great. Then you had the second one, and my favorite bit in the second one is you have these psychos called the unitologists, who worship this thing called a marker, and the markers are the things that bring people back from the dead. And the unitologists capture you, and they're interrogating you in this room, But the people who like the military that behind the Ishimura want to get you too. So you're there in your engineer kind of vac suit thing, and they're just in this room, and this guy strafed the window. What's it called? This destroy the windows, and it's like kind of, guys, I'm fine. I'm wearing a vac suit, and the thing goes as he jogs the mic, comes up over your face. I love that. That was one of those bits that made me go out. And then there was a bit with the eye. Yeah. The bit with the eye where you have to do like you have to remove part of the marker and you have to stick a needle in your eye. It's towards the end of the game.
That sounds very much like something that happened in Saw.
Oh man, it was hang on a second. I don't want that going. So let me just see if I can find your Dead Space eye so I can leave you with that image.
Oh yeah, leave me with that in my head.
To eye. So if I got the eye poke machine, yes. All right. So do I show you the fail or succeed? I think I'll show you. I'll show you the succeed because I don't even think this. I don't even think the succeed feels right. So let me just change this down because it was in 60 frames.
I think I've seen this.
Have you? Have I showed this to you before?
You might.
Was this the one I showed you when I was showing you the Calypso protocol? Not Calypso Callisto protocol. The Calypso protocol. Calypso. Yeah. Everybody gets an ice cream. Right. So let's just play this. So yeah. So you have to do this thing. The marker's infected your brain, and you've got a bit of it in your head, and this machine here, which you have to operate yourself. Yeah.
Oh dear. What, in the eyeball? Right in the center?
In the eyeball. Just note that you're doing this to yourself.
Oh my word. Yeah, your heart rate's going up, pal. Do you have to keep?
It's 120 for that.
It did. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh my word. Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like it.
I'll make it stop, Nigel.
Oh dear.
But yeah, there was great bits like that in Dead Space. This is Babster. He's probably arguing about thinking, oh, it's Dave. Hello, Dave.
All right, Dave.
I've got the thing on this one. Yeah. So Dead Space, fantastic game. I hope they do it well. When they say reimagine, I'm hoping that they do what Capcom do with a remake. Because if you look at the remakes of Resident Evil, Resident Evil when that came out on the GameCube, when they remade that, Resident Evil 2 when they did a remake for that, even Resident Evil 3 that people complained about, that's still a good remake in comparison to other remasters.
That could be reimagine or re-imaging.
Oh no, it's reimagined. I'm sure it's reimagined. I'm sure. Reimagining.
Re-imaging.
Oh no! Don't say that this is going to increase the depth on the resolution on the textures. Because I can't do that.
They're just going to
don't say that. Oh, they're just reskinning the game. Just putting deeper text.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm guessing if that really is re-imaging, they're just going to make it 4K. Yeah.
Oh no! You know what? They're lazy like that. If you look at the Mass Effect, what they could have done with Mass Effect was put Mass Effect on the Unreal 4 engine with all its accoutrements. Put it on the Unreal 4 engine, make it look fantastic with all that new technology, with the super sampling and all that shit. But instead of that, they just kind of upscaled the graphics and changed some of the bits on the first game, which seems a bit lazy. Look, Dave, we all own a potato at one point in our lives when it comes to gaming and stuff. So yes, I'll have to we'll have to sort you out with something when we can meet up next. I'm sure I might have something for you if I look around, Dave. Anyway, short one this week. I've had a really busy week, and I'm needing to get early nights in. It's a good night from me.
Yeah, it's a good night for me. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening. And we'll catch you next week. Maybe Thursday, maybe Wednesday, depending. It'll probably be Thursday. I want to do Thursday for my sanity, because I don't think I can do Wednesday. So Nige did me a favour by saying I can't do Wednesday. I was good because I can't do Wednesday either. But yeah, Nige, no, it's all right, mate. Everything will be cool.
Oh, you're forcing me to change.
Yeah, you're forcing me to change. Oh, it's dreadful.
Oh.
Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.